here we go. We've got a big set. Oh my God, here we go. We're going to see that bottom end turn. We're going to see it.
One wave has come in.
Here it is.
Bob. Ryan big barrel, pulls in deep. Is he going to come out? Ryan Hardy streaking full speed ahead in the barrel. Is he come out?
Nah.
Does he come out?
He won't
No,
make
he's too deep.
The final day and the big swell that had been forecasted had filled in overnight. We rocked up at the beach, pre-sunrise, and there was big 10-foot plus sets coming in, big haymaker A-frames. And I was looking at the Porto that I'd dreamed of seeing, just massive peaks, big heavy things spitting. And I watched the waves for quite a while before going out with Tamaga that morning, and I was really amped up and just felt good coming to the final day physically, and mentally I was just so pumped to see Porto big and firing. Yeah, I went out there and was just ready to just pull into some big pits basically. And I got lucky. I had two nice big rights come to where I was sitting. Got a couple of nice barrels and little airs off the end of them, and that was enough to get me through that heat. It came up to the semi-finals against Rollins. It was me and Mitch's first man-on-man heat together, so I was pretty pumped. We were both pretty amped to just get out there and have a go at these waves and see who would come out best at the end of it. Yeah, it was a pretty sick heat. We kind of didn't really see much of each other out in the water just because the lineup's so big, and when you're getting a wave and the jet ski assist, there's just so much space out there. So we were pretty busy in our own way. Rocky had a couple of decent waves, and I had a couple of good waves as well. So it was pretty tight, and then just coming towards the end of the heat, I just snuck off an insider to get a bit of a launch and invert off just to consolidate the score. And then, yeah, with only a minute left, Rocky just wasn't served up a wave that he needed, and I was through to the final. And that was an unbelievable feeling. That was probably the most pumped I was all contests. That was when it sank in that I'd narrowly escaped getting knocked out. Well, got fourth in my first heat pretty much, and then narrowly escaped getting knocked out of the whole contest. And then to end up in the final, I was super amped.
Come on! Wow!
Making it to the final was an awesome feeling because I knew that once you're in a final in a Grand Slam event, you're just edging closer towards that dream of getting the world title. Yeah, I felt pretty good. I felt like I had enough energy to keep going for another 40 minutes, and I was ready to give it everything I've got, and just hoping that I was going to get a bit of luck with waves. Once I was out there in the final, the offshore winds kind of died down a bit, and it seemed to be a bit rippier and not quite as perfect as it had been in my semis and quarter in the morning. So I definitely didn't catch any sick barrels or perfect ramps like I'd had earlier in the day. I was really just scraping to get us a couple of scores, which had me in front of Hub towards the end of the heat. But knowing Hub, I knew he only needed one kind of half section, and he'd be soaring way above me. And sure enough, with about 4 minutes left, he got a right-hand ramp down the beach, and I just heard the crowd screaming. Surely enough, he'd done a textbook invert off probably a 6 to 8 foot section, and I was behind the 8 ball needing an 8.5 or something like that with about 3 or 4 minutes to go. Standard story of this contest, just a massive pressure cooker. Yeah, I was there ready to give it all I've got, sitting in a nice patch with no rip. Just unfortunately in that 3 minutes it just went way too fast and no waves came to me, and that's all she wrote. I was second, but yeah, super stoked to get second. This was an amazing contest for me.